everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, continuing my updated perfume notes series of videos, I'm doing one today on peach perfumes as well as Nectarine and Osmanthus, which are very similar notes. These are going to be my top recommendations for perfumes that fit in those categories across different price points. If you are new here, then hello, welcome. I'm all about perfumes. I have hundreds of videos like this, not just on perfume notes, but new releases, ranges, perfumers. So do check out my other content. And if you're a regular viewer, do make sure you're subscribed and give the video a thumbs up. That really helps me. Cool. So peach is definitely not a fragrance note that's super common. It is, of course, very fruity, and usually it does have a quite good like staying power, I find, in perfumes. Some like fruity notes can be there in the beginning and then disappear. I find peach does stick around. And Nectarine is a very similar perfume note. Sorry, Cleopatra wants to be in the video today. So I really do group the two of them, saying they have that very similar quality, slightly green, fruity, slightly watery as well. Osmanthus is a flower grown mainly in China, which has a very peachy scent to it. So usually perfumes that have Osmanthus will also list like a peach note. So really I bundle them all into that same sort of group. Probably the most famous peach perfume is Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. And personally, I don't think this is a great example of peach perfume because it has a lot of other notes going in, and the fact it's called peach, it has an orange bottle, makes you think it's going to be all about peach. It has some boozy notes in, some woody notes in, patchouli, a bit of spice from cardamom. So I find it's not like, I wish it was more all about the peach. And you know, Tom Ford, they're fully owned by Estee Lauder now, and I personally find the price point for the Tom Ford perfumes is really high, like for what you're getting. But that's probably the most well known simply because the name and the color of the bottle and the amount of money they spend on marketing, of course. Two of my favorite perfumes, the discontinued Gucci Flora Original Eau de Parfum is an Osmanthus perfume that has a really peachy quality. And this was a big inspiration, along with another sort of peachy fragrance, Nectarine Blossom and Honey from Jo Malone, which I really recommend, for my Artemus fragrance that just came out that I guess kind of inspired this video. Here it is, my new baby. And this I really wanted to do just all the peach nectarine-ness possible. So when it opens, you get a really like fresh, clean, watery, and quite green peach vibe to it, kind of like if you've just gone and bought a punnet of peaches or nectarines from the shop. And then in the heart there's that Osmanthus with a hint of peony to add a little bit of floral, and then you've got a cedarwood base and sandalwood and some green notes again. So it's inspired by the forest at night. I do have a video all about Artemus, and you can now of course get this in the US, Canada, Mexico, Australia from Fragrance Net. I'll leave the link down below. It will also be available at the Perfume Shop UK online, and of course you can order it from my website, shipping across Europe and of course UK. So for me, I really did want to create the ultimate nectarine peach perfume, and I feel like that's what I've done with Artemis. So do let me know when you get yours, what you think of it, how do you think it compares to some of these others and the discontinued Gucci Flora. I do think it has quite a bit in common with the Jo Malone Nectarine Blossom and Honey, because this one I don't really get any honey in it, but it is quite green and like foresty like Artemis, but I find the lasting power on this isn't great. Gucci Rush is another one, and I've heard people liken Artemis to it a little bit. I think Gucci Rush is still made, you just don't really see it advertised. It comes in that iconic red square bottle. The thing is with Gucci Rush is it has a lot of patchouli in the base, it's quite powdery as well, but the peach note does, like, it's there in the beginning and it stays throughout. It is very peachy, but it has some other things going in, like there's no patchouli in my Artemis, so that's why I don't think they're that similar, but it does have a huge amount of peach. You can often get Gucci Rush at really affordable prices now as well. So I'll leave the links to all these perfumes I talk about where you can get them around the world. I'll leave all the links in the description box. If you're looking for a very sweet peach, almost like a peach, you know, candy, Victor & Rolf Bom Bom has loads of caramel notes in. It's very sweet, and it's also got orange and orange blossom in, but there is peach in there as well. So I wanted to throw that in, but the main note for me really is a sweet caramel, and it's very orangey, but there is some peach there. So if you're looking for that, you know, like a peach Haribo flavour. That's kind of like what Bom Bom is. Another quite sweet peach that's quite milky is from Cacharel, their Yes I Am Glorious. It comes in an orange bottle. Again, this has nectarine and peach notes listed. And this one is kind of like a peach milkshake. You know, you get those latonic milky notes in there. Again, they're also very affordable, the Cacharel fragrances. I do find they're kind of like hidden gems, and they're cool. The Yes I Am ones, they come in these lipstick shaped bottles. Another very affordable peach perfume was Beyonce's Heat. All those old Beyonce perfumes have been discontinued now, and I think this is really hard to find now. I think she's like released her own new perfume in the US, so these all the Heat perfumes seem to have gone, which is such a shame. The original Burberry Woman is quite peachy, little bit powdery, a little bit vanilla-y, but the main note is a peach and an apricot note in there as well. Quite warm, pretty good performance. I think the price of these have gone up quite a lot in recent years, but you can often find this discounted. But again, a little bit of a hidden gem that you don't see like talked about much these days. In terms of ones that sort of are listed as kind of osmanthus-y, the original Boss The Scent, I get a lot of peachy notes in that, but it is relatively light. It's very much like an everyday peach type fragrance. And Acqua di Parma do an osmanthus fragrance as well. They are quite pricey, but this one kind of does remind me of Boss The Scent actually. It's very osmanthusy, quite floral, more floral osmanthus than fruity peach, but it's definitely the main note. Similarly, L'Artisan Parfumer do one called Fla Peach, which is a bit like Gucci Rush, and it has a patchouli base, but the main note's definitely all about the peach. They're quite good, they do tend to focus really on one note in their fragrances, and they have that banana perfume as well. I do have a video on the whole Artisan Parfumer range. And lastly, one that I tried recently actually from niche brand Sentier Fragrances, their Lost Summer has a really juicy green nectarine opening note with some black currant in there, and then it becomes quite a floral lily of the valley white floral. Sentier, on their website you can get 25% off with my code Sophie25, or they are available at Look Fantastic, like a lot of these perfumes, where you can get 21% off using my code LFTF Soki. But if you're looking for something a bit niche, you like those white floral lily of the valley notes, this has a really nice peach, quite tart black currant peach in the opening. So those are my top peach nectarine osmanthus recommendations. Do let me know which your favourite is. Let me know what else you'd add to this list in the comments down below. And do let me know when you've been getting your Artemuses. They have just become available, the 50 mils. So do let me know your thoughts. I can't wait to hear all your reviews and everything. But that's it guys. So thanks so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.